You don't have to wait until you reach financial independence to start enjoying your life. You can do that much earlier and start living a life that you love and that's true to you. Welcome to Freedom Before FIRE. Using FIRE and life design techniques, we help you create freedom on your way to FIRE instead of waiting until you're retired to do the things that light you up. I'm your host Greg, a FIRE movement and life design enthusiast. If you're itching to get freedom now, then let's do this. Hello my friend, welcome back to another episode and I hope you're having an awesome day. Alright, so I do have to apologise for the slightly erratic episode uploads recently. My wife and I are currently travelling. We're back in UK for a couple of months to visit our family. We'll be meeting colleagues, exploring. And I also wanted my wife to try some good old British grub, like a Sunday roast, fish and chips, and of course Nando's, which I really missed. If you don't know about it, get to know my friend. Anyway, our schedule has been really full on as we're still working remotely on our full-time jobs. Okay, let's get on with the show. So in one of my favourite books called The 12-Week Year, the author Brian Moran said something along the lines of, "Show me your calendar and I will predict your future." I find that really powerful. Basically, we know that what we do day to day will influence our future results. It's cause and effect. If we work out every day, we're likely to get fit in the future. Of course, if we smoke every day, we're likely to get ill in the future. Our daily habits are a powerful predictor of our future. Actually, I'm experiencing a bit of that on my current trip in UK right now. You see, I've been eating tons of my favourite British meals and snacks. For sure, I'll be gaining a few pounds by the end of this trip. Anyway, for today, I'd like to share a collection of the daily habits that my expert guests have implemented on their journeys to help them get to where they are today. So continuing the theme from the last one, I'll be giving you snippets of wisdom packed into this episode. And just like before, I won't provide any commentary, I'll just let you absorb and interpret the tips in your own way. By the way, if you want, you can listen back to the original episodes if you wanted to hear the guest's full story. Alright, so sharing their daily habits that have helped them on their journeys, let's kick off with Kenneth, and he's the founder of Cacao Culture, a social enterprise, and is also the founder of the Fire Movement PH Facebook group. And this was back in episode 20. What are one or two daily habits that have helped you in your life?
Daily habits, I would say prayer. We've been more prayerful when it comes to not just the business, but also in the personal finance space because you need to have God in the plan. Because if you feel that you're just going at it alone, then it would be much easier to know that God is with you in terms of, getting or helping you reach your fire number. So prayer is one. And then second is the habit of just getting things done. I mean, we're very, temptation is everywhere to just lose focus and get distracted by social media, Netflix, you know. So it's about getting things done, and you'd be surprised how far you could get ahead by just uh, getting it done.
So,
It sounds so easy, but yeah, definitely social media is designed to distract us, to keep us on the platform, and we forget that we need to do the things that we need to do to
yeah.
reach our fire number.
Okay, so up next is Dave Visaya from the Big Picture PH podcast. And that was back in episode number 22.
Yeah, so one habit that I have, and people actually ask, is amazed by this because I don't have any prayers. With my prayers, I don't ask for anything from God or from the universe, right? I'm just grateful each day. And that's my prayer. So that's one habit that I have. I'm just grateful for whatever I have. And sometimes grateful for small things, for big things. That's it. Just be grateful for everything. That's my one habit that hopefully it could apply for anyone listening.
Yep. I'm all about gratitude. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, next up we have Steve from the Frugal Expat YouTube platform, and that was from episode number 24.
I think one daily habit is every morning I try to read something new. I've got a couple books I go through, and also before I go to sleep at nighttime, I open up a book just kind of to learn something new before I go to sleep. I mean, you want to kind of recharge, but I try to read. That is one of the greatest things. And I also try to watch a YouTube video on a different recipe to cook. So I'm always trying to learn how to cook better and learn something new from books.
Yeah, I'm always getting those reels about how to cook like these little dishes, because I'm actually vegetarian, and I always see always get these like vegan, vegetarian quick recipes. So yeah. Okay, next to share their daily habits is sabbatical coach Lyndall Farley from Beyond the Break, and that was on episode 33.
I don't like daily habits. I think of habits more across the course of a week. And that is the time frame that helps me the most. And so within the course of a week, I know that I need to have looked after my body. And so I've got lots of different body habits that I need to do. So I run, I do yoga, eating well. And then I've got habits that are focused around my mind. So what am I learning and who am I exposing myself to in terms of ideas? And then soulful habits. So what fills me up with joy, and making sure that I've got joyful things in the course of a week as well. I find body, mind, and soul habits over the course of a week is the best way for me to frame it and be able to make progress.